Sawasdee krab, good morning, and thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're broadcasting live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Sunday, February 1st, 2015, and you're me, Surapalao Tharanarit. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has asked Kuala Lumpur to consider joining Thailand and Indonesia in arranging a tripartite meeting on rubber price drop. The three countries will likely work together in setting fair rubber price for farmers in their countries. Government spokesman Yonghyut Mayalap said the Thai Premier made the request via Malaysian Defense Minister Hishammuddin Hussein during the latter's courtesy call on him on Friday at Government House. General Prayut and the Malaysian minister discussed the problem of fair rubber price and other Thai-Malaysian cooperative issues. The Thai Premier told the minister that Thailand wanted to organize the Thai-Malaysian-Indonesian tripartite meeting on the fair rubber problem soon, so that they could urgently find solutions together. The Malaysian Defense Minister told General Prayut he would inform the Malaysian Prime Minister and economic ministers of the Premier's request. The spokesman stated further that the Thai Prime Minister told the Malaysian minister that Thailand was trying to solve the problem by reducing supply, increasing demand, and zoning fair rubber plantations. The three countries' cooperation would greatly help deal with the situation. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha admitted he has called on related agencies to help Thai agriculturists. During his televised address, General Prayut said he was not taking his time addressing the plights of the farmers, as assistance must be provided immediately. He further explained that he was uneasy over the unsolved issues that continue to weigh on farmers, although relevant policies have all been issued. The Prime Minister also revealed that 10 working committees have been set up to coordinate the government's and the National Council for Peace and Order's efforts on water management, land allocation, and farm produce management. General Prayut added that 60% of budgets for farmers' assistance schemes have already been disbursed to the relevant localities, and he has instructed all involved to work on disbursing the remaining part as quickly as they possibly could. The Kelantan State MP and delegates have paid a visit to Narathiwat province to thank Thai people for helping their Malaysian neighbors during the recent flood disaster. Kelantan MP Ms. Siti Zaila binti Muhammad Yusuf and her group were greeted by Sungai Golok District Chief Warachet Prom Opat, Sungai Golok Mayor Suchada Pannara, and other local officials. The Kelantan State MP and the delegates, including a Kelantan Provincial Council member, the Kelantan Youth Association President, and the Kelantan Women Association President, expressed appreciation towards the generosity of Thai people and officials who provided flood-affected Malaysians with basic necessities, medical services, and house repair. The Thai officials, meanwhile, confirmed that Thailand would continue to strengthen the friendship between the two countries. Both parties also expressed willingness to take care of each other during difficult times. Aside from the meeting with Thai officials, the Malaysian officials also had a plan to visit the highly revered 300-year-old mosque of Narathiwat during their visit. Kelantan State earlier this year experienced the worst flood in its history, which led to losses of up to 200 million Malaysian ringgits. The merging of the National Human Rights Commission and the Office of the Ombudsman will not result in diminishing authority, but will add to work efficiency, according to Constitution Drafting Committee Chairman Bawon Sak Uwanno. Mr. Bawansak said the creation of the new entity, the Office of the Ombudsman and Protection of People's Rights, will not have negative consequences on the rights of personnel currently working for the two agencies. Details of the merge will be stipulated in the organic law on Ombudsman and Protection of People's Rights. Mr. Bawansak noted that within the new organization, the two tasks will be clearly defined, and there will be separate sets of authority. However, large-scale matters will require the joint approval of both branches. For other matters requiring joint verdicts, the attached organic law may be referred to. The new charter will facilitate tighter relationships between civil servants, politicians, and members of the public, according to Constitution Drafting Committee or CDC spokesman Kamnoon Sithisaman. Mr. Kamnoon indicated that there are 5 sections within the new permanent constitution that deal with the relationship between civil servants, politicians, and members of the public. One of the sections bans civil servants from taking political positions. Another section stipulates that appointments of senior positions within the civil service must be based on the merit system. Under this stipulation, a committee for appointment of civil servants via the merit system will oversee high-level appointments. This committee will comprise 7 individuals who will hold office for 3 years. The committee will also have the authority to propose appointments and terminations of ministerial permanent secretaries and equivalent positions. The CDC indicated that this new stipulation is aimed at ensuring fairness in high-level appointments and preventing interference from politicians. The new sections were loosely based on similar laws in the UK, New Zealand, Australia, and Canada. The Thai National Shippers Council, or TNSC, has decreased this year's export projection to 1.5%, following the global economic slowdown, and suggested that the government implement policy to prevent the baht currency volatility. President of the TNSC, Nophon Thepsitha, said Thai exports in 2014 stood at 227.5 billion baht and decreased by 0.41%, higher than the projected contraction of 0.2%. The products with the highest negative growth included para-rubber, metals, steel, and oil products, the president said. As for this year's exports, Mr. Nophon said the council projected it would grow by only 1.5%, lower than its previous projection of 2.5%. Apart from the global economic slowdown, other factors expected to affect Thai exports in 2015 include lower customs privileges for Thailand, relocation of production sites to the neighboring countries, labor shortages, agricultural price drop, as well as volatility of the baht currency. The Council's president therefore asked the government to help prevent the baht from fluctuation, find new markets, and develop Thai entrepreneurs so that they are able to compete in the global market better. National carrier Thai Airways International, or Thai, says its losses last year were mainly due to Thailand's tourism slowdown, not the company's oil price hedging. Thai Financial Director Rattantananta said the airliner made a profit from oil price hedging during the first 9 months of 2014, as well as the 4th quarter. He confirmed the radical oil price drop was not the main cause of Thai's losses. Thai was affected by the decrease in air travelers, which also affected other airlines, the director said. The national flag carrier's cabin factor in January was more than 80%. Thai's losses during the first 9 months of 2014 were 9.2 billion baht, about 3 billion baht higher than the same period in 2013. Its revenue from sales or services dropped by 10.2%, or to 15.6 billion baht. More businesses in the field of meetings, incentives, conventions, and exhibitions, or MICE, that met the criteria were awarded the Thailand Convention and Exhibition Bureau, or TCEP, symbol of approval. Mr. Jirut Isarangul Ayuthaya, TCEP's Vice President for Administration and Strategic Support, said at the presentation ceremony of the Thailand MICE venue standard symbols that TCEP has been well aware that the quality of products and services are key to marketing Thailand's MICE industry. With the ASEAN Economic Community integration taking shape, and with the MICE industry seeing a rapid expansion in both quantity and revenue, the MICE businesses will be an important driver of Thailand's and ASEAN's economies. According to Mr. Jirut, for MICE venues, there needs to be a quality measuring tool for the businesses that is acceptable at the global level. MICE businesses will be able to use the tool as basis for decision-making related to investment, management, and marketing. TCEP has been pushing for adoption of Thailand's MICE venue standard among ASEAN members, which has been well received. And countries have indicated willingness to use Thailand's standard as the model for their own. Yala province is holding a walking street in the municipality in a bid to boost the economy in the province. The fair, which kicked off on January 30th and is ending today, brings together more than 300 booths selling consumer items, food and drinks, clothes, and locally made products. Apart from shopping, visitors are able to enjoy entertainment shows and musical performances by local students and popular artists. According to Yala Municipality Mayor Pongsak Yingchon Jareun, the event is expected to promote tourism and stimulate the local economy, which has been sluggish thanks to the ongoing unrest and the hike in consumer product prices. To ensure safety for the people, the province has increased the number of security personnel and rescue officials at the venue. The event has received overwhelming reception from visitors and vendors that Yala is planning to organize another round of the fair within this year. A big Japanese-Thai contemporary art exhibition called Japanese Tea, featuring art pieces by Thai and Japanese artists, has just opened at the Bangkok Art and Culture Center. Kun Suchani Rungmernporn has his story.
Currently, I am at Thai-Japanese contemporary art exhibition called Japanese Tea. It features more than 150 art pieces by 46 Thai national artists and Japanese artists. The event is being held to strengthen the diplomatic and cultural tie between Thailand and Japan. The event at the Bangkok Art and Cultural Center is being staged by the Old Japan Students Association, the Kingdom of Thailand, under the patronage of His Majesty the King. The exhibit includes painting, sculpture, graphic art in both Thai and Japanese styles by various national, senior, and famous artists of the two countries. There are also sessions discussing art experiences and many interesting workshops. These art pieces reflect culture, tradition, and way of life in the two countries that the artists have seen and conveyed through their work.
We try to have this kind of art exhibition done to help promote and strengthening the bond, the cultural bond between Thailand and Japan, using the products that have been produced by the artists who used to be former Thai students studying Japan. As everyone knows, the relationship between Thailand and Japan has been established some 128 years ago, and it continues smoothly.
The exhibition is open from today to 8th of March at Bangkok Art and Culture Center next to National Stadium SkyTrain Station. It opens every day with Mondays off from 9:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. with free entrance. Sushani Rungmanporn reporting.
The Joe Louis Theatre in Bangkok regularly stages Thai traditional puppetry performances that cannot be seen elsewhere in the world. Kun Niranut Traijakwanit has the details.
The puppetry performances are a part of a Thai tradition going back many years when they were traditionally performed for the royal family at major national ceremonies. Today, the Joe Louis Puppet Group is the only in the world that keeps the Hun Lakhon Lek ancient puppetry art form alive. The Joe Louis Theatre Thai Puppet Show, or known in Thai as Nataya Sala Hun Lakhon Lek, was founded by the late Master Sakhon Yang Khieo Sot, whose English name was Joe Louis. The Joe Louis Theatre was originally established at the now closed Suan Lum Night Bazaar at Bangkok's Lumpini Park, where it remained from 2002 until 2010. The theater has since found another home at Asiatique, a riverside dining, shopping, and entertainment complex off of Bangkok's historic Darun Gung Road. To make these puppets magically come alive, there must be very well-trained puppeteers, and the Joe Louis Puppet Troupe has won the prestigious Best Traditional Performance Award in Prague in 2006 and the Best Performance Award in 2008 at the Thai National Awards. Many rival puppet shows have come and gone in Bangkok, but today the Joe Louis Puppet Theatre remains the last of its kind in the Kingdom of Thailand. Kun Chananya Chunak, the Executive Director of Joe Louis Theatre, explained more about its uniqueness.
We different from other kinds of puppet because we have 3 puppeteers control or manipulating one puppet. It means we have to move, we have to dance, we have to understand, and we have to learn how to dance together with the puppet. 3 puppeteers have to become one, and just only one puppeteer cannot control the puppet. You cannot see it alive without even one. The puppeteer have to learn cone as a basic before they start to learn how to control puppet, because the movement, the expression, and everything have to be the same as the cone play. That's why we have to learn about almost 7 years before start to perform. As you seen the puppeteers that just performed a minute ago, they have to learn more than 10 years to control like a natural.
Today's show continues to tell many of the classical tales from the ancient history, including the epic of Ramayana and the story of Rahu and the lunar eclipse. It also incorporates modern icons such as Michael Jackson and Elvis Presley.
The art of puppetry and fine classical performing are beautifully combined into a unique Thai art form. Each show has been neatly created as a cultural heritage. It's a good experience to see with your family or anyone looking for a fascinating taste of Thai culture. Camera work by Gontep Suryapathi, and I'm Niranut Traijakwanit reporting.
And that brings us to the end of our Thailand Moves Forward segment. Before we take a quick break, let's have a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 11th core value: keeping physical and mental strength, unyielding to evil powers or desires, having a sense of shame over guilt and sins in accordance with religious principles.
NBT World, a 24-hour English language television service operated by the National News Bureau of Thailand, or NNT, is designed to bring the most reliable information about Thailand to the international community. NBT World is available on various platforms, including via C-band set-top boxes, GMMZ Channel 202, PSI Channel 272, and a live stream on thainews.prd.go.th/newsing. You can also follow us on facebook.com/NNT News or download the PRD News EN application on your smartphones. NBT World, a vision of Thailand.
How could you do that to me? Stop it! Huh? Don't you get it? I don't need you anymore. Enough! We're through. There's someone else in my life.
Say no to the past. Bring your own bag. Say no to plastic.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the ASEAN news. A deadly clash between Philippine police and Muslim rebels in the south of the country has dealt a temporary setback to peace talks, Manila's chief peace negotiator said on Saturday, appealing for renewed efforts to keep the process on track. The government has described the clash on January 25th, which shattered a 3-year ceasefire, as a missed encounter during a bid by police to arrest 2 wanted militants who had taken refuge with Moro Islamic Liberation Front, or MILF fighters. 44 police commandos and at least 8 rebels were killed in the assault, police said. Government and rebel peace panels met in Malaysia on Friday to sign protocols for the surrender of weapons by MILF in a bid to underscore their commitment to the peace process brokered by Kuala Lumpur. Philippine President Benigno Aquino on Friday promised justice for 44 policemen, but underscoring his calls for the violence not to derail peace efforts, warned against an angry response to the violence. Moving on to stories from elsewhere around the globe. Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe condemned on Sunday the apparent killing of journalist Kenji Goto by the Islamic State after the militant group released a video purporting to show the beheading of the veteran war correspondent. Islamic State insurgents said on Saturday they had killed Goto after the apparent failure of sustained international efforts to secure his release through a prisoner swap. The video showed a hooded man standing over Goto with a knife to his throat, followed by footage of a head put on the back of a human body. A grim-faced Abe also said Japan would not give in to terrorism and that his country would work with international partners to bring those responsible for Goto's apparent killing to justice. The release of the video came exactly a week after footage purportedly showing the beheaded body of another Japanese hostage, Haruna Yukawa. The Syrian border town of Kobani has been left in ruins after the Kurdish forces fully recaptured it from the Islamic State, or IS group. The predominantly Kurdish town, officially known as Ain al-Arab, is now a mass of debris and bombed buildings, with armed fighters patrolling the largely deserted streets and barely a civilian in sight. On Friday, journalists were allowed into Kobani for the first time in more than 4 months after the Kurdish fighters regained full control of the area on Monday. Unexploded mortar shell could be spotted in the rubble-strewn city center, and vehicles with bullet holes were left abandoned. A number of Syrian refugees gathered at the Turkish side of the border, awaiting permission to return to their Kobani homes, many of which are pulverized. The months-long battles resulted in the killing of 979 IS fighters and 324 Kurdish combatants, according to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, which relies on a network of activists on ground. Well, that's all for today's edition of Newsline. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or visit our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsin. And for today, we're going to say goodbye with some footage of cute animals at Dusit Zoo. I'm Surapan Lautaranarit. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. สวัสดีครับ